Hi, what's going on guys, and welcome to TechWrapped. And it's been a while since we got custom ROMs for our Redmi Note 4. Initially we had Lineage OS 13.4 which is based on Android Marshmallow. Then we had Lineage OS 14.1, and then we had Restriction Remix followed by many other ROMs. So I have tried two ROMs until now, which is the first one is the Lineage OS 14.1 and the next one is the Restriction Remix. Both ROMs were great, but there was this annoying bug, like every time you used to get this frequent crash whenever you use a roaming SIM. So with normal SIMs it used to work fine, but if you use a roaming SIM, then the phone app is to crash. So you will not be able to use your phone for phone calls either by SIM 1 or SIM 2. It's just like if you use a roaming SIM, then the phone is completely unusable. So we had a new build for Lineage OS recently released like yesterday. I have installed this ROM and I have been using this ROM for few hours. So for the most part the ROM is very stable guys. So, and the good part is that annoying bug of frequent crashes when you use a roaming SIM is no longer there. As you can see, I am using a roaming SIM on my SIM 2 and everything is working fine. So a big relief for stock ROM lovers and those who travel a lot, because it's really annoying if the phone starts to crashing if they enter the roaming region. This is a basic ROM guys, which doesn't have too many features compared to Cyanogen or Lineage 13.0 or even the Restriction Remix ROMs, but there are few customizations we can do. So first let's talk about the working and non-working things of this ROM. So most of them works fine with this ROM. Calls, text, internet, everything works fine. As you can see, VivoLTE works fine with this ROM, either with SIM 1 or SIM 2 slots. It's just that you need to set your VivoLTE SIM as default SIM for data. Camera works fine, there is no issue with either with the rear camera or front camera, but one thing is missing, that is the HDR mode. HDR mode is missing in this specific app. Video recording is also working good with this ROM. You can either shoot in 1080p or 4K, but slow motion recording and time-lapse recording are missing in this ROM. Coming to the sensors, all sensors are working fine with this ROM, although I haven't tested the gyro sensor. I have tested GPS too and it is working fine. Outdoors it takes around only 1 second to lock the GPS signal. As you can see, accelerometer is working fine, magnetic field is working, and orientation sensor is working, gyroscope is working, and light sensor is working, proximity sensor is also working, and gravity sensor is working, linear acceleration sensor is working. So almost every sensor is working. There's no issue with the sensors. Coming back to the customizations, we can install Substratum theme engine for installing themes and stuff. So there are lots of Substratum based themes on Play Store. You can just download them, install them. Next we have a quick setting customization. You can just drag these tiles here and you can customize which tiles used to show up in your notification drawer. You can also add few third-party tiles from Play Store. The display settings are pretty basic. We have live display and you can choose your different color profiles for your device, and you can also select the display mode, either the day mode or night mode. And we have color calibration settings. You can change the red, green and blue settings. So you can also adjust hue, saturation and the contrast for the display. And we also have the ambient display. You can also customize the font size. You can just make the text on the screen look larger or smaller. I really like the display size customization in Nougat. It's really simple and it doesn't take much efforts like previous ROM versions where we used to use third-party apps to change the DPI. You can configure the default app settings here. Go to settings, app, and click the gear icon on the top right, and you can change the default app settings for apps here. And the battery life is good guys. I wouldn't say that this is great because I just flashed a ROM like 6 hours back and I got a screen on time of around 2 hours 13 minutes for around 40% of discharge, which is really good. So screen only consumed 9% of charge. Memory management is okay guys. I haven't had any issues with app crashes or stuff in the past few hours, so there won't be any issues. I hope. Even the previous version of ROM didn't have too many crashes. It's just the phone app is to crash because of that roaming SIM. Privacy guard is another good thing about Nougat, because you can disable apps which you don't want to start in the background or run in the background, just like the startup option in our Windows. So in order to do that, go to memory and app started on boot, and select the app and change the settings, run in the background. You can deselect this if you don't want the app to run in the background, which might help to increase the battery life. You can also change this keep awake and start at boot settings. So gestures are there, but the double tap to wake is missing. And you can customize the button options here. You can either enable or disable the backlit options here. So I have disabled the backlit because I have enabled the on-screen navigation buttons. So I have disabled the hardware buttons, and so the backlit. Sadly, enabling on-screen navigation bar setting is missing in this ROM. So if you want on-screen navigation bar, you have to enable it manually via build.prop or any other app. So you can customize the buttons and layout here after you have added the on-screen navigation bar, and you can add custom actions to home buttons or the physical buttons. These don't work for the on-screen navigation buttons. These customizations are for the physical buttons. So you can customize the volume buttons also to wake the device, also the call. There are a few other settings, and also you can protect apps with your fingerprint or pattern or pin. So for that you have to just go to settings, personal, and privacy, and click protect apps. So use your pattern or fingerprint to open this and change the settings. So now I am locking this Amazon app. So I've locked the Amazon app. So when I try to open the Amazon app, it will display a prompt in the notification settings. So I've clicked this. So in order to unlock this app, you have to click this notification setting and use your fingerprint or pattern or pin. So this is good. So having this in the Lineage OS is good. So another thing is the status bar customization. So you can enable or disable the quick pull down setting, and you can use the brightness control. So you can slide here to reduce or increase the brightness, and you can change the system icons which appear in the status bar. You can enable or disable them, and you can change the clock position, left, center, or right. And you can enable other settings like battery status style. I'm using the landscape style. You can change it to portrait or other thing. So you can enable the battery percentage icon also. Coming to the benchmarks, it scored 59,683 on Antutu benchmark. On Geekbench, it got 844 for single core score and 2,990 for a multi-core score. This is the single core comparison with other devices, and this is a multi-core comparison with other devices. On Velamo, the browser got a score of 2742, and the Metal score is 1405, and the multi-core score is 1973. My impressions on this ROM are pretty positive, and I would definitely recommend you guys to flash this ROM because there are no major bugs. So that's it guys about the latest Lineage 14.1 ROM for Redmi Note 4. I hope you liked the video. If you want more such videos, click the like button and subscribe to our channel, and thank you.